New Naira notes. Commercial banks sabotaging our efforts. Emefiele reveals. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria finally appeared before the House ad hoc committee on CBN cashless policy and the extension of the deadline of the old Naira notes held in Abuja. Yes, so the governor of the CBN have been invited by the ad hoc committee, and so he later surfaced. He showed face in that meeting, and so he was accompanied to the meeting by all the 4 deputy governors of the CBN. He accused the commercial banks of breaching the Apex bank guidelines with the way the new Naira notes was being spread in parties. Yes, people have said that, have raised the concern that the CBN governor may not or may boycott the sitting or ignore the invitation of the ad hoc committee of the House of Representatives, but he attended and he addressed the stakeholders, wherein he said, I quote, "I addressed the bankers on Sunday and I expressed to them my disappointment, and in fact the disappointment of the president, the disappointment of leaders in the country with the way this has gone on, because many of us have unfortunately seen the new Naira instead of being used for the purpose it was meant. The new Naira is being used in parties, in celebrations. Some of them, that's bank CEOs, said, well, maybe it's money from the ATMs. And I said, no, money from the ATMs are already broken. They are in leaflets, but what we saw being stamped on people at parties were packages of the new Naira notes, which means that they had breached certain aspects of the guidance note we gave to them. And when I met President Buhari, I told him that we have met with the EFCC, the ICPC, and the NFIU, and that we are now going to bring EFCC, ICPC, NFIU to join us in monitoring the flow of this currency to our people. I must say that I am even delighted that even yesterday, I read that the DSS has started that, which is what we want, so that everybody knows that we are conducting this activity to the best of our ability. We are doing this for the good of Nigerians. We are doing this so that the Nigerian economy can be better than it is today, and I am saying that we are beginning to see some of the benefits. Inflation last month is not rising, not stagnating, but somehow moderating. We are expecting that it will continue to moderate, the exchange rate to be stable, and we are hoping that with this exercise, the Naira can even get stronger. We know in the process that some will be hurt, I will say temporarily, but it's a pain that I will appeal to all of us to please show some understanding, because the overriding benefits to Nigerians is what we are interested in, which is about making our economy stronger than combating the high incidence of insecurity, combating the high incidence of insecurity. Yes, we saw a few failings on the part of the banks, and we appeal to EFCC, ICPC, and FIU. They are currently working with our officials nationwide to make sure that this process goes on seamlessly. We are happy that the exercise has achieved a success of over 75% in our villages, etc. It is on the basis of that we now have a 10 days extension for the more and more of this to be collected, and then we make more disbursement. End of quote. And so this is the CBN governor's address when he appeared before the House ad hoc committee on banking, I think, yes, on banking. So, and that is it. You see, so he said the commercial banks are sabotaging the efforts of the CBN to disburse these new notes. Because what we have seen across Nigeria in the last few days, what is like madness everywhere. There's no Naira, there's no new note, and the government said to the CBN that by 31st of January, the old notes will cease to be a legal tender before the extension. Even after the extension, since 1st of February, continuing, what you see in the banks will match you at the ATMs People are sleeping over, staying till 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., just to withdraw 10,000 or 20,000 naira that can't even buy or prepare a pot of soup. All right. And so people are suffering. People are going through stress. Even the so-called POS, the agents of the banks that disburse money, those agents, they can even say to you, 10,000 naira, and they will collect charge of 800, 1,000, sometimes 1,005 for 10,000 naira. They will charge you 1,500 naira, 1,000 naira, as the case may be, for 10,000. As we're speaking, that is what is happening. All right. So there's crisis after all. And who are those orchestrating this crisis, financial crisis, creating this scarcity? They are the politicians. Politicians working with the commercial banks. That is what is happening. Yes, they are working with them. Immediately they printed the new notes. They hoarded it. Emefiele was aware. They used the DSS to chase him away. It was their gimmicks. They used DSS. The Emefiele, the CBN governor, traveled with Buhari on December. They chased him. They were using DSS to threaten him at home here. And the man refused to come back. And the banks, the commercial banks and the politicians have a field day. They have used the opportunity to commit all manner of atrocity in the banking sector. They used the moment, the period, to hoard the currencies and even do all the abracadabra they did. All right? And now he's back. So these are the things. There are people who have sworn that this country will not move forward. And they're doing everything humanly possible to truncate every process that will bring, that will make it work. Okay? So even the APC presidential candidates have accused the president of Nigeria of trying to sabotage his ambition to become the president of Nigeria because of the new Naira notes or Naira redesigning. That is it. So, and now the governor of the CBN is saying they are doing it for the benefit of the people. And the presidential candidate of the APC, the ruling party, said they are doing it to witch hunt him, to sabotage him. So, which one are we taking? Which way Nigeria? What's happening in the country? When we say it's a contraption, people won't understand. But look at it. Madness everywhere. You can't access the cash. You can't access the money. The new notes. CBN said they have printed it. It is everywhere. We can't see it. Nobody can see it. People are suffering to get it. The money is, the Naira is not, there's no value in it any longer. Yet people are suffering to get the notes. Even the old notes, they have become a very, rare commodity. The old notes, you can't even find any. Both the new and the old, they are scarce. You pay to the notes for you to get it. You will stay at the queue with the ATM hours before you can access the ATMs. So these are the things. Because Nigeria is like a country that, that they just, country in the medieval era, without clue, without direction. Even if you don't know what they're doing, you learn from others. You take clue from other countries of the world that have advanced. As if you are behaving as if you are the first country to develop, and you are number one, and there are no countries you are taking a clue from or you are learning from. The country is behaving like as if they're isolated. Whereas they are in a country where many countries of the world has advanced. So it is easier for you to take a clue. You're not the one leading the development of the world or civilization. Like in the Egyptian days, or in the old days of the Egyptians and the Greeks, where when civilization started, they weren't groveling like the way we are doing. Yes, the ancient Egyptians and the Greeks, or the Greeks, they never grovelled the way Nigerians are groveling. Not just groveling, groping, groping. We are groping, stuttering. We are doing tombomte. Yes, try and error. trial and error, as if you are the first to develop what civilized. So it shows we are in a contraption. It shows that we have no leadership. It shows that the country is in tatters and in ruins, and it is irremediable. It cannot be remedied. Irredeemable.